What up, y'all? It's your boy Daniel Said It, and I'm back with another video. Check this out. Positive Talk number 11. Let's get it. I'm gonna tell you a story about when I first started to self-evaluate in my life. It was about 15, 16 years ago, man. I probably was about 20 years old. And, I got to a point in my life where I felt like things weren't going like they should have, or I wasn't where I wanted to be, so to speak, And I've been fighting all my life trying to get to what I thought was success, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. I was going like in the same circle. Like I was going in a circle, man. And I would just always end up at a point where I was just broke, where I was like unhappy, where I was unappreciative. I'm from New York City, and I moved to a small town, Rolla, Missouri. And I got out of my mom's house. I moved in with a friend at first, came down, got jobs. Then we got an apartment, and we lived like that for a year. And then I branched out to get my own place. Got my own place, and I met some people, good people at the time. I met, and we started to hang out, but we were still doing things that were just like damaging in the long run to our lives at the time. You understand? Like just living without no care, and that's something that like I feel like God was like pulling on me, but I was resisting. God, steering me in the right direction. So I just went down a rabbit hole of, drug use, fornication, out at the clubs and all of that, man, And it was fun at first, but when I got back home, and I just started to look at my ceiling, like if I'm laying in the bed, and just think like, man, like what am I doing all this for, man? Is it worth it? One of my friends that used to stay with me, I'm not gonna say his name, I haven't spoke to him in so long that I don't know, but we used to go to Burger King and have to split a dollar menu burger and fries, man. Two grown men, splitting a dollar menu burger and fries, like scraping up pennies to get it. I'm telling you, we had all right jobs, but we would spend our money on the weekend, and then we had to just like grind it out, It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But, I don't regret none of those times, because it built the experience. And we had fun times too. Don't get me wrong, I got some laughable moments, but that's how the negativity, it looks good. It's like that low-hanging fruit. It looks good, but it's not good in the long run, So I say this to say this. When I got to the point where I wanted to really change, I had to let go of some things. I had to let go of some friends. I had to let go of some of the things I used to do. You understand? I had to look at what I was doing, what I was contributing to the situation. It just makes me wonder, man, like, where would I be if I still was on that path and I never self-evaluated and never wanted to make some changes in my life? I was at the house, man, and I just said, look, I looked at everything in my life, man, and I said, you know what? I got on my knees and I was like kind of crying. I broke the tears, and I looked at God, like I was asking God for everything, like, God, please bless me with this and that, and I, do this for me and do that, right? Like, why me? Like, I had that victim mentality, and I thought to myself, I'm like, I'm asking for all this stuff, and I didn't do like one thing for you, like, so what am I doing? Like, and like, I was just like, and I used to go to the clubs and stuff and try to mess with a lot of women and all that. I was like, look, I'm gonna do this one thing. I said, yo, the next girl I meet, I'm gonna make her my wife, right? Right. like that was the part. Like I was looking at how I deal with women. I'm like, I'm just like out here just trying to go here and go to these parties and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna start right there. That was the first like self-evaluation. Like I gotta change. I'm gonna change one thing at a time. See, I don't want to eat the whole plate. I'll do one little thing at a time. Cause see, you try to take on too much, it's hard to juggle. It's hard to maintain that, So I talk to God. I'm like, I'm gonna do that one thing. Next girl I meet, I'm gonna make her my wife, right? So check this out. I get up, I wipe my face and all of that, and I go to bed and I go through my work week. And the next weekend came up. Guess what happened? Guess. I was like, yo, I'm about to go to a party, dog. See? I was already back into the old thinking, the old way, you know what I'm saying? But I already put that up in the air, right? So I go to the party. But this party, it ain't seem the same. It was like I'm walking around the joint, and normally people is like, yo, what up, D? Like the vibe was different. It was like I was invisible. Walking through like nobody really was checking. I'm like, yo, the party seemed dead to me, like, but I'm walking around, so I just went to the steps and sat down by myself, just like, man, this party, it ain't jumping, like, I don't know what's going on. I guess God was like, yo, you asked for something, you know what I mean? You told me you gonna do something, so where your head was at, he kind of like made me invisible, like, so I wasn't getting no play or nothing. So I sit on the steps, and then this woman walks up and says, hey, I like your jacket, can I have it? I'm like, have what? It was one of the Mesquite jackets with the paint all on the back, red, you know what I mean, with the gold glitter with the paint. It was fire. It was fire. And I was like, I think I said like, nah, and I laughed, you know what I mean? And she was cute, she was cute. And we start talking, we start conversating, and she had mentioned in conversation, she was like, well, she had mentioned she was a virgin, right? And she's saving herself for marriage. And I'm like, what? Like I just forgot what I just had, like last week, what I was talking to God about, that quick, you know what I'm saying? My carnal mind was in control, like, virgin, saving for marriage, I'm out. Nah, man. So I walked around the corner from the steps, and then like 2 seconds later, it's like, bing! I remembered like what I was talking, what I prayed for, like what I was like asking God, like, well, telling God what I was going to do intentionally. The next woman I met, she was going to be my wife. And I'm like, she's a virgin waiting for marriage. That's a good thing. These days, like, that's good. What am I? Here we go. So I come back, and then we chop it up. We exchange numbers, and we was talking for a long time. And now she my wife for 11 years. You know what I'm saying? So from that self-evaluation, from that point, a lot of other changes blossom. Like over time, those friends, I cut them off. The job I was at with the old friends where we used to party, kick it, do the drugs and all of that chapter was closed. You know what I'm saying? From that first instance of me self-evaluating and wanting to improve, then little other things start to improve with the self as I started to get used to evaluating myself and the decisions I was making. I start waking up earlier for work, getting there on time, more in fashion, started self-evaluating my attitude, working on my attitude, The attitude brings more possibilities, you know what I'm saying? With a good attitude, good energy is a great path to follow. You understand? There's more possibilities there. You don't want to close yourself off, you know what I'm saying, to all this possibility over here. If you just thinking on a one track and you're not looking over here, you got blinders on, How does self-evaluation help you you? How will it help you? If you have never looked at your decisions deeply, if you never like looked at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, like, what am I doing? What do I want out of life? I urge you to do it because it's beneficial. When you self-evaluate, you get rid of the victim mentality, the woe is me mentality, the why the world is against me mentality. That way of thinking can be the very reason that you're still where you're at, or you're feeling like you're bogged down. Cause you gotta release some stuff that's inside you to elevate. For real. You got to. It's no other way. You can't keep doing the same things and expect a different result. I know it's cliche, but they say that's insanity. I mean, it just is. It's a circle. You don't want to do the circle thing. Self-evaluation will help you evolve, not revolve in the same circumstances. See, that's what I was talking about, the circle. If you don't self-evaluate and assess yourself, you're not going to pass. You're not going to elevate to another level like you want to. You understand? Like, you got to see where you're making your mistakes. You got to calculate from your mistakes. You know? And you can't do that without assessing. Self-evaluation will have you understand yourself more. Get to know yourself. Get to know yourself. Get to know yourself inside and out. You understand? Then you can avoid certain toxicities that may come and try to enter your life by understanding yourself more. Self-evaluation is a vital key to growth. It is. I want to ask, is there ever a time in your life when you had to self-evaluate, like a major turnaround? I would like to know. I would like to know what happened in your experience. The first time you had to look at yourself like in the mirror and really deeply say like, I'm ready to change. Because we all go through things, and you know, it's all on how we handle the situation. So I would like to know, like, if you've been through something and that you had to self-evaluate, the first time you ever looked at yourself and was like, look, I gotta do something better. I know I'm messing up. I wanna know what your experience was. It's your boy Daniel Said It. Follow me on Instagram at Daniel Said It, DanielSaidit, or follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube at Daniel Said It as well, the same spelling. And yeah, man, until we have Positive Talk number 12, it will come on every Monday. I'm gonna be doing the videos on every Monday. Alright, it ain't no specific time, but just know I'm gonna drop on Monday. Lord willing, anything, there's no emergencies or anything, y'all have a video. And we just gonna be talking about positivity, life, music, until I get back, man. I'm out.